The ministry we're serving with is called African Bible Colleges. There's actually 3 of them, one in Liberia, one in Uganda, and then one in Malawi, which is kind of 3 different sections of Africa. The whole ministry started in '76 in Liberia, but in '88, I believe, they had to leave Liberia because a civil war started that just ended like 2 years ago. And they started a campus in Malawi, which has become their main campus in '88 and '89. So it's been there a little over 20 years. The campus in Liberia was reopened last year with the help of Samaritan's Purse, who does the Operation Christmas Child, Franklin Graham. And then there's a campus in Uganda that's been open for 4 years, I believe. And what they're trying to do is strategically place around Africa. That way they can have the most influence and reach the most people and send the most people out that they possibly can. What I'll be doing specifically in the college is it's a 4-year accredited institution college in Malawi. They're currently taking about 90 students a year in each class. That I'll be teaching philosophy of education and literature and comp. Then I'll be teaching history, which is my undergrad major because I'm a dork, and so I'll be teaching that to 7th and 8th graders. And there's a kindergarten through 12th grade academy on the campus also. It's a private school, and so the really cool thing is a lot of the students come from villages and communities that you think of when you think Africa. Mud huts, growing food, behind your house or in large community gardens and that kind of thing. That's where a lot of the students come from. And so I'll have an impact with them and then send them back, disciple them, train them, and then send them back to their communities to start churches and transform things, teach in their schools and those kind of things. The academy is a different group of kids. A lot of them are about 40 to 50% are missionary kids, and that's not just American missionary kids, that's Japanese, Korean, people from Europe, people from South America, everybody that's serving, and also probably some foreign aid places, UNICEF and those type of things. They send their kids because it's a good private school. It's accredited in the United States, so when they come back they can join in. But the really cool thing is the people that have money in Malawi, which is few and far between, but the government officials, business owners, that kind of thing, send their kids to this school. And so not only are we influencing people that go out to the communities and villages, but we're influencing the structure of the whole nation by reaching their kids and having an influence on the parents, which to me is really exciting. Carson talked a little bit about the clinic. They have an inpatient and outpatient ward. And so she'll be doing that, and then from that, doing mobile clinics, mobile medical clinics in the communities. They take in a lot of people for free, orphans mainly, and that kind of thing, and do a lot of stuff for free. And then again, the people that have money, it's a private clinic, and so they come in for care as well, which is also where we'll get most of our medical care when we need it. So that's kind of our main focus and our main mission. And then along with all of it, the college students are required to go out in the community like once a week. That's part of their education. Like, we're going to teach you Bible, but we actually want you to apply it, which in my seminary degree doesn't really happen. It's kind of like we just want you to have a bunch of knowledge. It doesn't matter if you know how to use it, kind of thing. And so they actually have to go out and serve and do ministry so they're ready after 4 years. They've already been involved in it, but then they're ready to go off on their own, and there aren't a lot of questions. And so we'll be involved in that. The summers, we'll be going out in the communities a lot because they're not in school. They don't have summer school. So that's kind of our role. That's kind of what we'll be doing. There are a couple of things. We are going to have to be completely funded. I guess I'll talk about this. We applied with the International Mission Board, which is the Baptist sending agency, and everything would be paid for. They would pay for housing, cars, shipping stuff over. They would give us a monthly allowance just as if I was working at a church. Any medical expense they pay, pretty much you're safe. So we applied with them almost from the beginning, I really sensed God going, that's not where you're going. Even though you're a Baptist at a Baptist church and you're a minister and that's what you've known for a long time. But Carson really wanted to go through with it, so I didn't pressure. I said, okay, that's cool. Let's apply and we'll go through. The more we talked, the more we sensed, and Danny Walker, he was an IMB missionary, and then we talked to another guy that's been on the field for about 6.5 years, and they both told us things to listen for in our interviews, to know whether it's what we want. As we sat through the interview, they basically said, Jeff, you're going to be the called missionary. Carson, you get to sit at home and make babies and have dinner ready when he gets home. And since she really likes doing that, we really prayed about it. Anyway, that was our second interview. We did a medical clearance with him and everything, which is really good because they paid for it all. And so we were medically cleared to go out in the field, and they said, you're healthy, and they send people all the time, so they kind of have an idea. We did all that. The second interview is when it kind of came out. They didn't specifically say that. But all the things that Danny and this other guy told us to listen for, that's what they said. You're not going to use your nursing skills. You'll get to just kind of assist wherever your husband is. And you'll start some of your own things, some women Bible studies and stuff like that. And she's like, but I'm a nurse for a reason. Why would I waste a perfectly good skill? So that was kind of the turning point. That's why we're going with African Bible colleges rather than the IMB, even though it's a little more difficult with raising money and that kind of thing. A few questions about raising money. Carson does not get paid, even though she's a nurse. And I do not get paid, even though I'm a teacher and a professor in a school. The reasons behind it, the clinic tries to keep things as low as possible, and they have some nurses from Malawi. There's a big nursing school, and so what they do is provide jobs for nurses from Malawi and pay them. And to do free care, it's not like the States where you have the government pumping money into it. It's just supporters supporting the college. So to do free care, the missionary nurses raise all their support, and the missionary doctors, who can make millions in the States, they're completely supported as well. The reason that I don't get paid in the college or the academy is the academy also hires teachers from Malawi, some of them that graduate from the college, and they pay them, and also to keep the fees low and all that kind of as low as they can. The college is $800 a semester for the student, and that's they have dorms on campus. They get all their meals provided, textbooks, class, and everything for a whole semester is $800. But that's really why we're raising money, and we're not getting paid by African Bible colleges. Everybody's self-supported through churches and friends and family and that kind of thing. So, a couple of things I just want to throw out, and we're estimating between $50,000 and $54,000 as what we need per year, which includes plane flights for when we go and come back, health insurance, doing ministry while we're on the field if we see needs that are really great, be able to have some extra to take care of those people that really need food or really need medical care, those kind of things. So anyway, that's kind of our goal, is $54,000. We could live off of less. And then just two more things. What we really need, we have support cards, and what we really need more than anything is people praying for us on a continual basis. And I'm not saying that going, I'm supposed to say this and then please give us money also. Really, I know a lot of us are young and it's harder to give and all that kind of stuff, but we would love for this class, people our age that we really know, to pray for us all the time. We'll have Facebook, we'll have email, we'll do a blog, we'll keep you updated as much as we can. We're taking our camera, we'll do video blogs as much as we can. We can Skype with you. We just want people praying. That's really our biggest thing. So the support card has a place just for prayer. If you don't give, please give us at least your email and that kind of thing if you're willing to stay involved. If you don't give us your email, I'm not going to add you on the list, even if I already have your email. So please add that. But if you would like to give and you have more questions or that kind of thing, just ask. If 6 months or a year down the road when we're gone and you decide, hey, we can do it now, things have changed financially for us or whatever, or, man, we've kept up with you and that's really cool, we want to be involved, that's okay too. So that's kind of our spiel. Do y'all have